it's Aaron from the Boards Alive podcast, coming to you from my basement again with the very first video survival kit segment. And the great folks at Meeple Realty sent over 3 inserts for us. We've got the Terra Mystica insert, we've got the Star Wars Rebellion, this one is hefty, this is for Quentin, and we've got the Huts of Bora Bora insert, which I have chosen to put together for you, because I think it's going to be the hardest one, because it's got these cool hut things, if you can kind of see that, with like curved bits. And I'm not good with my hands or with tools or putting things together. So I've got some tools. I've got wood glue. I've got a hammer for some reason, just in case I have to like tap-a-rooney something together. I think this might be overkill, but hey, you know, preparedness. But the reason I'm excited about this is because, well, Bora Bora has a lot of bits, it has a lot of setup, and if I open it up, it looks kind of like that. So I'm hoping that oh, there you go, that mess will be cleaned up by this insert. So I'm actually gonna build it for you right now, and we'll see how this goes, because I'm hoping to turn this into less of well, that. So I'll see you on the other side. Okay, we are back, and I'm wearing a different shirt. Not because I made a mess of myself, although if you watch closely in the video, you could probably see that I was trying to get the glue off my fingers a lot, but because it's the next day. I wanted to make sure that the glue was dry before I threw all the pieces in. But everything is inside the box. One thing that I do like about this is that it fits fairly flush. I mean, this is about as flush as you're going to get with some of these Aaliyah boxes. They're not really great at staying like this, but the box lid is on. It's on securely, so that's fantastic. The other great thing is I can shake this around quite a bit, and when I open it up, everything's pretty much in the same spot. I just have to push those down, and I can start pulling pieces out, and everything is well maintained. The coolest thing I think in this box is the fact that they've got these awesome angled or rounded hut roof things, and that's done with a really cool like accordion style piece here, and so you essentially give out one of these to each of the players playing, and then you can use them as your round, you know, starting marker kind of thing, but all the dice and your wooden bits, your huts, are all in here, nicely stored. You've also got in here, you've got another box with all of the objective tiles, goal tiles, whatever they're called. You've got another sliding box that's got some more pieces in it, and you've got the action choice tiles, all in this little spot here that slide out very easily. So you've got everything stored really well. Cards have their own little supply, and then all of the resources are in a tray right there, so just slap it down beside the board. Everything fits perfectly back in the box. There's no wasted space. There's even rooms for there's like a mini expansion for the game, so there's space for the tiles that come with that. So yeah, it's all really good. It's all well made. It's mediocrely put together because as you watched me doing it, it wasn't perfect, but it worked. They suggest that you sand some bits down. I don't think it's necessary. Quentin's not doing it with the Rebellion insert that he got, but I did sit down and kind of sand all the spots down so everything's nice and smooth around essentially all the break points or cut points, just to kind of, I don't know, for my own like OCD-ness, I kind of did it that way. But yeah, it's totally unnecessary. You don't have to do it. But everything just kind of slots back together. Everything gets put back together very quickly. It speeds up setup because the man and woman tiles are already pre-shuffled. So you just kind of put them right down on top of the board. They're ready to go, which is fantastic. I think that's a great time saver. And I really just think these hut pieces are so gorgeous, so fantastic. As for like building it, I actually didn't find it that hard. It took me just under an hour to complete all of it, and it wasn't challenging. It was almost like playing with like blocks or Legos or something like that. You just followed the instructions. They were fairly clear, easy to follow. I did accidentally glue one thing at one point just because I didn't read the very large print that said, hey, don't glue these parts. These are going to be parts that you want to be able to remove. But I was able to fix it a bit, so that wasn't an issue. One thing that I didn't love was the fact that with the instructions, it didn't tell you where all the pieces go. So once I was finished and putting all the pieces in, I had to actually go to the Meeple Realty website and look at the pictures and then place the items in based on looking at the different pictures that are on there. It also tells you how to put it all back in, which again, the instructions don't tell you. I'm not sure if that's a copyright thing, like they can't use the images from the game in their printed materials, but I wish that it was included in some capacity. But yeah, it's a really good insert. It's a $25 insert, so it's about half the price of the MSRP of the game Bora Bora itself. It's really nice, quick, speeds up setup, it speeds up organization, all that kind of stuff. And on a game like this, where there is a bit of setup, this is a pretty nice, quick piece to have. I'm really excited to see what my Terra Mystica one will look like, as well as what Quentin's Star Wars Rebellion one looks like, just because those are also two games that have a fair amount of setup. The big thing with these inserts, I know that they're not a necessity, right? And this, our survival kit is like, hey, those pieces that you need to survive the board gaming hobby, and this isn't necessarily something that you need, but it definitely will help speed up the whole process. It'll help get things to the table faster, and that's just a benefit. I think they're well made. I didn't have any issues with the product in and of itself. So yeah, I really am excited to have this and to have it help me get Bora Bora to the table more often. So there you go. Check out meeplerealty.com if you're interested in using them or whatever. If you have any comments, throw them in the comments below, and make sure you check out our podcast if you've never listened to our show before. Normally I have a taller, gangly fellow with me. But yeah, so yeah, check out the Bora Bora insert from Meeple Realty. All right, we'll catch you next time.